Day on the floor of the Red Chambers, the spate of insecurity was debated, and it was clear that lawmakers were angry about not only the spate of insecurity, about how it's been ignored. What's your take on this?
Well, as a security man myself, I knew this thing for a long time that there was a problem, security problem, at a very alarming rate. I even went to Borno, went to that war front, and I saw the calamity that is befalling Nigeria. And I came to a conclusion that this war cannot be won the way we are tackling it. And I complained to my colleagues that we are playing with fire. When we are going on holidays, the House of Rep sent for Mr. President to come, and they have the power to summon him. At least we elected him. As he was about to go, he was prepared to go. He told them he was coming until one legal advisor somewhere, the Confucianist, told him not to go. That those people that elected him in the same party, maybe they are his enemies. And the man back out. In Senate, hardly can you see a day of sitting that we don't normally stand up for one minute in respect of the killed one, the murdered one, the raped one. It got to a stage that many people, they don't even want to come early in the morning because it is not always very good to salute with sorrow. Then I sought the opinions of some top military leaders. Many of them are being retired now. Unfortunately, they told us that it is impossible to win that war, because it's just like a family of 2, 3, or 4 that are fighting. It's almost an everlasting war. And the way the war is being fought in Borno, it's just like soldiers going on, custom going on patrol for armed smugglers, and the police going on patrol for robbers. So it has never been won. Unfortunately, most of the soldiers fighting in the war front, they are all the indigenes. Almost 3/4 of the fighters, they are indigenes. And they have passion for they have pity for their people. Last Sunday, the only CO that is a non-indigene, is not from the north, is from Igbo land, was murdered by the same Nigerian Air Force, just some kilometers to Maiduguri. Bombarded the whole unit with our Air Force manpower. Not even Boko Haram. They killed almost a whole unit. So, we are not serious about the war. But now that some other interest groups have entered, like these Sasaki human beings that have been sent underground and now coming in form of joining Boko Haram, and there are many special interest groups that the mighty federal government has sunk into the soak away, and they thought they have died. These are the people coming in Niger, and they are now going to Kebbi, they are going to Sokoto, they are going everywhere, because this group, they are even more scientifically powerful than Boko Haram. So, for now, we are not that we are even sitting on a keg of gunpowder. We are now facing the reality of life and death. And nobody has been arrested for kidnapping, for shooting. The herdsmen were just killing anyhow. None of them has been arrested and shown and prosecuted. The most funny thing is that about 2 years ago, the federal government through the IG started mopping up arms and ammunition in the circulation, particularly with the civilians, only for them to rake everywhere, collecting their guns and unfortunately harming the enemies. And that's why you see many of these civilians, many of these communities are helpless. So it's as if your hands are tied for slaughtering. Then there's an allegation that somebody somewhere must be behind these people. And that is why I stood up in the Senate that what I could see, particularly this Senate that has been agitating that some things will be done, one small boy will be harmed and he will be given clearance from nowhere and nothing will happen. He will come and spray many of us there. And that is the end. And that is why I said, is it possible that when we get to heaven, we will come back and use our power of removing anybody we want to remove, including Mr. President, who has been, both directly or indirectly, through his the special assistant, I forgot his name, has been supporting these people, including the minister of one minister, Patani. Yes. So my own is, if Mr. President was called to come and explain things so that we can rub minds, and he was unable to come, and we have been sending our leaders to him, and nothing good come out of it, and now we are now facing a problem. Automatically, we have the power of ironing and firing. We should do the needful, use the clause of impeachment, and let the man go. Unfortunately, the majority, they are still running up and down to fear the party rather than to fear death. That is glaringly looking for them. Except one, that's the man from Kogi, who stood up and started crying. Because it is very, very glaring that every one of us, we are in trouble. Just a day to that time, one of our colleagues was attacked twice by this same group, and nothing happened. So which means the person who harmed the boys that are following us may disarm them by just mere instructions. Go and finish those people, they are my attackers. So if we don't do that, automatically we are going to be in trouble. Yoruba said this one is not a long polo. It's coming near you. If you don't want your eyes to be plugged out, you have to do the needful. If this man, if the government, automatically the government has failed security-wise. When we are now going to full security, the government has failed. Because these people, they don't allow our farmers to farm, and this is the rainy season. So you will see the multiplying effect towards the end of the year that famine may disperse the whole country. And where do we run to? Do we go to Ghana? Ghana doesn't want to see us again. Republic of Benin, they are so tiny that their economy cannot take 1 million people at a go. So the best thing is that now that they don't allow our farmers in the north to farm, and our cows are eating deep into our farms in the south. Come on, look at the southeast. Everywhere is bombarded by these people. Even these Umai people, that's the man who joined them of recent, just because of security. That's Ebonyi governor. He's now having his own bitter pill. They have attacked his villages more than 5 times. So it's neither an APC problem or PDP problem. This is a national calamity. That if the president knows that he has no more power to salvage the situation, he should honorably leave and allow others to take place, to take his position and give us a new lease of life. That is my own position, and I said it in the floor. And majority of us, including both PDP and APC, they knew that there was problem, and that this people, this man is incapable of handling things. For instance, the economy is always in shambles. The Bureau of Government, Statistics, Federal Bureau of Statistics, just last 3 days ago said we are from almost 6 years ago, we have borrowed about 20 trillion. So what we are owing now is a little less than 40 trillion. Then how can a nation survive in such a situation? So that is the beginning of the problem. Economy is in problem. Social security is in shambles. Then life has no meaning. Human life is meaningless. Then automatically that government is incapable of securing the nation, which means this will resign.
So as it is right now, since it doesn't look like the president said foreign aid, do you think that would do anything at this point in time? Foreign intervention?
The war we are fighting is an internal war. It's a family war. If see the way they are doing, creating fears here and there. Now they are coming to Abuja. As soon as there is a bomb blast in Abuja, automatically the whole economic activities will wind down. Then there will be problem. Then where will foreign intervention come? Is it Zamfara? Will they go to Zamfara? Or the war that cannot be won in the next 20 years according to General Brantai in Borno, in the northeast? Is it Kebbi now that they have already moved to, or Sokoto they are bombarding, or where? Now they have raided the east, the middle belt, that is central. They are having problem. Kaduna is having problem. Makurdi is already gone down. Then how would they intervene? When they were in a compacted area like northeast, that one can still be can be very easy. The man who has been assisting us, that is the man in charge of Chad, was assassinated, and that has been our problem now, because he was the one preventing them from that Lake Chad axis, that he didn't allow them to spread. He even fought 25 kilometers into Nigeria, chasing them to us so that we can clear them off. But the military then, this Salvation Army military, shouted that he was an expansionist. He's trying to take over Nigerian territory. Somebody was trying to help us. Now that our helper has gone, and they are having their crisis now. Where will the foreign soldiers stay? And who will he fight? Go and you journalists take a visit to Maiduguri and see the life there. How would they fight? Then I don't know, maybe they have another international style in the east. That's Imo. Mosop is coming up.
Yes, sir.
Coupled with these herdsmen.
Yes, sir.
Who are they fighting in Ebonyi? Who is fighting who? Is it not the same group? Then where will they stay to fight? They are spreading, although they are not too many. But it's an internal war that is not easy to fight. When you have an external enemy, you know how to fight them. But internal, it's not easy.
Right. Thank you very much, sir.
You are welcome. But wait. And was somebody slaughtering their children in the school, taking their children into one fake nearby bush? I don't know how many bush forests they are having in Kaduna. I don't know how many forests they are having in Sambisa. I don't know how many forests they are having in Katsina. This is rainy season, is just coming up. I don't know how we are now telling lies that they kidnap 300 people within Nigeria that you cannot locate, and the military will go and negotiate with one sheikh. Then Nigeria is deceiving Nigeria. The only thing we can do is that the populace that they are deceiving should rise up. The communities to rise up. They have the local vigilantes and local hunters. Go to Osun. When they started harassing people there, the vigilantes and the local hunters, they started fighting them. Just about last week, they went to my local government, my own ward, and they wanted to kidnap about 5 or 4 people. A woman came out and shouted. The whole hunters and vigilantes came out and started shooting the Fulani until they captured about 2 of them. And the problem is that if you capture them alive, the police will ask you to leave them alone. The best thing is that when they are killing you, kill them. It is now self-help. If it is not self-help, all of you will just sit down, they will kill everybody, finish, and nothing will happen.
So are you suggesting self-defense?
Yes. How will they carry you? If they carry you now and I know that these are the people carry you, automatically we resort to self-help. When they know that the people are alert and they have their own arms and ammunition, but local, they will not dare it. Many of them, if they go to Ibadan, all this area, you will see that when they shoot with their AK-47, it doesn't enter. At times, it doesn't even answer. Then the hunters will now bombard them with their own local something. Yet, it is this hunter that the police will arrest. That's the problem. But they should ignore the police, even now that they are even spraying police like how they fried Dodo and Akara. Automatically, the police now are afraid. So if the hunters can come to the aid of police, it's better. The JTF in Borno, they assisted a lot before they were tired. If the South too is doing it, the South is to do it. Then they will know that people are okay. The only problem is that the seat of power is not easy to do it. And Mr. President and his colleague will want to secure the seat of power with even the power they have. But who will secure the villagers around the villages in Abuja? Many things are happening in the villages, which we hear and we know that they are in trouble in the night and in the afternoon. So that is my own solution.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome.